Hi lovely people, welcome to this no feet yoga flow. For today's practice, we will be just moving in seated and lying down positions. So we will not be standing, we will not be putting any pressure on our feet. For today's practice, you will need your yoga mat and any props you usually like to use. However, no extra props are needed. If you're ready, come and sit on your mat and let's begin. Let's gently close our eyes and really bring our attention to the body. So going all the way from the crown of your head towards the tips of your toes. And just notice if there is any tension anywhere along the body that you may still be able to let go of, to relax. Maybe gently contract the muscles and then relax them. Trick that can often help. Just see what your body needs to go into the class as relaxed as possible. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Gently hold at the top and sigh out. Let's do that 2 more times. Nice deep breath in. Gently hold at the top and release. 1 more time. Nice deep breath in. Hold and exhale. All right. Open up your eyes. On your inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. Find length. On the exhale, place your left hand onto your mat. Right hand comes overhead, coming into a sideward bend. Keeping your chest nice and open, sit bones grounded on your mat. Really feeling that nice stretch along the right side of your body. Your inhale, gently come back up. Reach, find length. And exhale, going through to the other side. So again, feeling that really nice stretch along the side of your body, keeping the chest open, maybe looking up. And let's do that 2 more times on each side. So on the inhale, find length. Exhale, moving through to the left. Inhale up. And exhale through to the right. Inhale. Exhale, bend. On to the last. Inhale. And exhale through to the right. Inhale, find length, sit tall, reach. Exhale, twisting towards the left, so your right hand comes onto the left knee, left hand behind you, gazing over the left shoulder towards the back. On your inhale, really sit tall, find length. On the exhale, maybe twisting a little bit deeper. 1 more breath here. The next inhale, gently going back towards the middle, reach, find length. And exhale, moving through to the other side. Gazing over your right shoulder towards the back. And again, really sit tall, find length on your inhale. On the exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. 1 more nice deep breath here. Inhale, gently come back towards the middle. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale, bring the hands down. Okay. Placing your right knee right in front of you. Stacking the left on top. Sit bones grounded on your mat. If this is very difficult for you, no worries. Or if it's very uncomfortable, you have the option to straighten out your right leg. So your lower leg, that's the one that's nice and straight, reaching forward. And then from there, stacking your knees on top of each other. So see what's doable for you. From there, again, ground your shin bones down, sit tall, find length. On the inhale, reaching your left hand all the way up, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, bend your elbow and bringing your hands in between the shoulder blades or somewhere along that region. The other hand comes behind your back. And then you can either bring your hands together or you have the option to grab hold of your shirt or maybe use a yoga strap if that feels better. So from here, your left elbow is reaching right up towards the ceiling, head in a nice neutral position. And try to keep your right elbow, so your lower elbow, as close to your upper body as possible. So as little space in between your elbow and your upper body as you can get. Okay, I know it's an intense position. Let's hold here for one more nice deep breath. Gently release, and then switching up towards the other side. So your left knee is coming right in front of you, and then if possible, stacking your right knee on top. You should feel a really nice opening or stretch in your hips. And again, if this is very uncomfortable for you or just not doable, feel free to straighten out your lower leg, and then from there try to stack your knees. Also, the more forward you're placing your feet, so the more they are coming into one line, the more intense this will be on your hips. So you can play around and see what feels good for you today. From there, on your next inhale, lifting your right arm all the way up, reach, 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 find length. Exhale, bend the elbow, bringing your hands again towards your shoulder blades or somewhere in that region. The other hand's coming behind your back. And then see if you can bring the hands together, maybe grab hold of your shirt or maybe use a strap. So again, whatever feels good for you today. You may notice that one side is a little bit tighter than the other. That's completely normal. Okay, so again, try to reach your right elbow up towards the ceiling. Nice and long. Head in a nice neutral position. And try to keep that left elbow as close to your body as you can. So making it nice and compact. Let's hold for one more nice deep breath here. And then release, free yourself. And release the legs, coming onto your hands and knees. Fingers spread nice and wide. Your hands are shoulder width distance underneath the shoulders, knees hip width distance underneath the hips. Coming into a short cat cow. So your inhale, open the chest, nice hollow back. On the exhale, round the back, chin towards your chest. So your inhale, open, hollow back. Your exhale, closing around the back. And just repeating that a few times in your own breath. One more nice deep breath here. Then coming back into the middle, nice long spine. Check for yourself, your hips are still above your knees. And then step your hands forward. Your exhale, bring the chest down towards your mat. Option to either place your forehead on your mat or option to place your chin onto your mat. With each exhale, allow your chest to melt towards your mat. Also option to bend your elbows if that feels better for you. So feel free to play around with that. One more nice deep breath here. Inhale gently, coming up a little bit, still keeping your hips above the knees. Take your left arm and bring it underneath your right armpit, right shoulder. Bring your left shoulder onto the mat, left ear onto the mat. And then from there, try to bring your left or your right shoulder down. So almost try to get them next to each other again. Should feel a really nice stretch in the shoulders. Let's hold for one more breath. With your inhale, gently come back towards the middle, planting your left hand down. And then reaching your right hand underneath left shoulder, right shoulder onto your mat. Right ear or maybe your forehead onto the mat. And then try again to bring your left shoulder down. So try to get your shoulders next to each other. And you should feel a really nice stretch in your shoulders. And let's hold for one last breath. With your inhale, gently going back towards the middle. And then sitting all the way back, grab hold of either your heels, or if that's not comfortable, you can grab hold of your ankles, placing crown of your head onto your mat. And then bring the hips up. If that's uncomfortable, you can also grab hold of your back of your knees. However, I recommend grabbing hold of either your heels or the ankles. Keep breathing. I know this feels really weird, especially if you're not used to this. And then on your next inhale, gently free yourself and find your way all the way onto your belly. Arms are coming alongside your body, palms facing down. Then on your next inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms, and lift your feet. Try to keep your arms somewhat close to the body, so don't allow them to splay too wide. We're not on an airplane. And try to keep your feet somewhat close together. Roll your shoulders back and down. Maybe smile a little bit. If this is very uncomfortable for your lower back, really try to rotate through your pelvis. So pushing your pubic bone into the mat, sit bones away from you. It will take a bit of the pressure out of your lower back. Maybe come a little bit higher for your last breath. And exhale, gently come back down. Okay, place your hands on top of each other for a moment. Just allow yourself to rest a moment here. I always kind of like to wiggle my hips, taking a bit of the pressure out of my back. So feel free to do so if that feels good for you. We're here for one more breath. From there, grab hold of your hands behind the back. Inhale, open the chest, lift your feet. Coming up again in a variation of that same posture. So really keep pushing the hands away from you, up and away. Feet somewhat close together, shoulders away from the ears. I know it's intense. I can definitely feel it. Let's hold for one last breath. We can do this. And gently come back down. Push yourself all the way up and come into a seated position. Okay, from there, straightening out your left leg in front of you. Right knee into the chest, allow the knee to fall open, and then place your foot against your thigh. If this is very sensitive for your groin, feel free to support your knee with a block. And if you notice you're really falling back or rounding the back, find some height. So maybe come and sit onto a block or a blanket, pillow, whatever feels good for you. From there, left leg is nice and active. Pull your toes towards the face. Spine is nice and long. Inhale, find length, 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 the reach. Exhale, folding forward from your hips. And try to come forward with a somewhat straight back. So no rounding. Try to keep your chest open. And then if you cannot go any further, allow the hands to drop and just see wherever you can reach. So maybe that's the back of your knee, maybe your calf, maybe your ankle, maybe your foot. Doesn't really matter. Just see wherever you can hold on to. Again, roll your shoulders down, push the chest forward. And your gaze towards your big toe, your front big toe. Each inhale, focus on activation, so activating your leg, nice long spine. On the exhale, maybe go a little bit deeper. So inhale, length, exhale, deepen. Let's hold for one last breath. hold on wherever your hands are. Inhale, find as much length as you can. And then exhale, release. Let's repeat that on the other side. So your right leg is nice and straight. Left knee into the chest. Allow it to fall open and foot against your thigh. Again, feel free to use any props if that feels good for you today. Straight leg, nice and active. Spine, nice and long. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Reach, 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 find length. And exhale again, move forward from your hips. So see how far you can come with a straight spine. So this may not be as far as you're used to, and that's okay. So even when I round my back, I can go a lot deeper than when I keep that length in my spine. That's okay. The focus is on activation and then from there moving forward. So not necessarily how far you can come. All right, so again, just hold on wherever you can reach while still keeping a bit of that length in your back. Shoulders away from the ears, roll them back and down. And let's hold for one last breath. Hold on wherever your hands are. Inhale as much length as you can get. And then exhale gently. Release. Okay. Both knees in front of you. Lift your feet off the mat. Coming into boat pose. Shavasana. So we, again, are looking for a nice long back. So no rounding. Try to keep your spine nice and long. Rolling your shoulders back and down. You can grab hold of your knees or maybe let go. And then another option is to straighten your legs if you want. Oof, I'm feeling this. I am not doing this often enough, I can tell you that. So again, try to keep chest open. Try to keep your shoulders low, back low. We'll be here for one last breath. Take your knees into your chest. And then roll all the way onto your back. Okay. Spread your arms out nice and wide. And then from there, allow your knees to fall towards the right, coming into a spinal twist. Feel free to support your knees with a block or blanket, pillow, whatever feels good for you, either underneath or in between the knees. And then check if both shoulders are still grounded on your mat. So if you notice your left shoulder is lifting, gently roll back. So try to keep your shoulders anchored. And then allowing your head to fall towards the left. Take your twist all the way up into your neck. Maybe closing your eyes. And just allow yourself to relax for a moment. Just allowing gravity to do the work for you. One more nice deep breath here. Your inhale, knees are coming back up. And exhale, moving through to the other side. So your knees are coming towards the left. Again, feel free to support them either underneath or in between the knees if that feels good for you. Both shoulders ground back into your mat, so keep them anchored. And then allow your head to fall towards the right. Again, to take your twist all the way up into your neck. Maybe close your eyes. And just allowing gravity to do the work for you. So really try to relax into the posture. Let's hold for one last breath. And with with your next inhale, gently lift your knees back up into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Make yourself small. And then from there, find your way into Shavasana for our final relaxation. We'll only be here for a short bit. So if you'd like a longer Shavasana, I'll make sure to link one. But just take a moment to feel the contact of your body and your mat. And allow yourself to melt into your mat. Nothing to do, nothing to think about. Just give yourself a moment to feel, to relax. Letting go of any last tension you may still be holding. Take rest. Feel free to stay longer if you like. Otherwise, bring some small movements back into your fingers and your toes, your hands and feet. Gently make your movements a little bit bigger. Maybe give yourself a nice big stretch or make yourself small. And then gently find your way back up into a seated position to close off our practice. On your inhale, still curl your arms all the way up until your hands touch overhead. Exhale, gently bring them down in front of your chest. Take a nice deep breath for yourself. Take a nice deep breath for someone you love. Finally, take a nice deep breath for the world in which we live. Gently bowing down towards yourself to thank yourself for your practice and that you took the time out of your day to follow the class. You can gently open up your eyes again. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you would like to practice on, I will have some up on the screen for you. And if not, I wish you a lovely rest of your day and I hope to see you soon. Bye!